from us
your marriage.
in the marriage.
Wow.
I think there was a particular place that we stayed. The husband and the wife, they always quarrel. Before you knew what was happening, they now discovered that the people that we came to meet, they've never quarreled one day. So when they had seen hearing my wife calling me daddy, the woman herself started calling me daddy. Before you knew what was happening,
no fight again.
No fight again. That was they regulate themselves. Not that we advise them.
Yeah,
so they learned by observations. That is just it.
I'm happy I interviewed you, sir.
That was what happened.
Thank you, sir. In fact, you said a lot too.
Thank you, ma'am.
God will bless you and continue to bless you and your home in Jesus' name.
Amen.
So, in other words, husband and wife should accept themselves
that is it.
For whom they are. Don't try to change anybody.
That is it. The more you know you can change, you can change. But the more you know that it cannot be changed, leave it like that. Just align like that. I give you an example now. I like neat environment. That if I keep something like this, but now discover that
organized. Organized.
If you come to my house, you will laugh now. They will turn everything.
Yes,
everything. But I know quite well that there will be a time that they will still grow, get married, and be on their own. Yes, that will be the ones that will be calling for them to come.
Yes, sir.
But by the time all of them are gone, children. Yes, now the children. So that issue of saying that you want clean place, even the clean place will still be boring.
Meanwhile, you have generated so much heat between you and them. And then you enjoy them.
Not that you don't correct, you talk, but you still see them doing the same thing. Some of them you just do as if you did not see. Then you just go and rest and live with it. After all, they can't be with you forever now.
Yes.
That is the situation.
Tolerate.
You have to tolerate. Even there are some certain like all those our young married couples,
yes, sir.
They have to really learn, because marriage is not meant for children. When we talk about children, it's not by age. There are some people that are 60 years, they are still children.
They're like maturity. They're not mature.
So we have to don't seek 100%. Say this is what your spouse must do. This. No, we have to complement ourselves. So when we are telling people that we've been in marriage for over 20-something years,
and
no issue, no fight, no quarrel, nobody has ever settled us. It looks as if maybe
you are making it up.
True. That is the truth.
Wow, I love this. So
thank you, but God. Some of them will say, because they be pastor.
No, it's not.
Even as an unbeliever, the thing will still happen like that.
You are correct. It's not because you are pastors.
Not because of issues that is a pastor.
This has to do with personality
that is it.
And intentionality.
That is it, sir.
You made up your mind
that is it.
God bless you, Daddy. Then I want to ask again, the children, you say you're disciplinarian, at the same time you just said that you still tolerate them. So how do you balance it too?
That is, as I earlier told you now, when you discipline them, you correct them, you draw them, you implement it, like what you said. So you balance it with love.
Okay, sir. So the children are being trained. At the same time, they don't feel that my parents are too harsh with me.
No, that is what we do. And another issue again, I think, like what I will always tell children, tell parents. I told you earlier that each time I see other people's children, I always feel as if they are my own children. That is just the mindset. So I'm always very conscious about their way of life. And that issue of being extravagant, I'm always monitoring them too. I will not want them, like those that are in the university, I will not want them to live without having money, but I moderate their expenditure. I cannot just say, okay, I have much money now. For instance, I want to give my children, because they are in the university, I want to give them 100,000. No. But I want to be monitoring them on how they will be spending their money. For instance, now maybe weekly, I'll be able to be sending them maybe 15,000 naira or 10,000 naira. But even if I have the means to make it up 100,000, I will deliberately not do it.
You are trying to train them to be modest.
That is it. Because there are times, because in the name of love, they are in the university, because you have money to buy motor, you buy motor and give to them. Because in the name of love, you want to give me your account, you give them 100 million.
Everything they need, you are not giving them.
It doesn't act that way, because
Yes,
even
sir.
that money and that vehicle will attract different people entirely that ought not to come into their life.
You're correct, sir.
And because by the time they are driving vehicle now, you say, some of the people that their motor now will attract them, and they may not have good intention in the relationship with them. And maybe you are giving them maybe 1 million, 2 million, and that way they are spending, immediately they see them that they always spending. Other friends, other people of evil motive want to come into their life.
Yeah, correct,
Then
sir.
how do you correct that?
Correct.
That is why you make sure that you monitor them, their expenditure on daily basis, on weekly basis, what you should give them, what you should not give them. There was a day, one of all those children that I brought up, they paid a huge amount of money into my account. I think they paid about, he paid this one among those children that we brought up, that passed through my wife and myself and my wife, that they stayed with us. One of them paid, say, brother, send me your account, your children that are in university. Let me just give you money so that you send to them. I think how much they gave? I think they gave other 600,000.
Jesus Christ.
He gave
To them or to you?
He paid into my account,
and
he said I should send it to them. And I called both of them that are in university. I said your senior cousins just paid about 600,000 into my account, 300,000 for this one, 200,000 for the other one. Then how much do you want me to bring now? Of course, I will not give you all. I called the senior daughter. He said, Daddy, just send me 5,000 naira. I laugh and laugh and laugh and laugh. I said, okay, don't worry.
Training.
I said, don't worry. I will send 20,000 from you. It's your money. My boss. My boss, I was with my boss in the office. And I called the other one at the Uniport. As soon as I say, your senior cousin just pay in 300,000 now. 300,000 for you, 300,000 for your sister. I said, how much am I paying you? Say, Mom, Daddy, just give me 5,000. He said, my boss in the office say, this your children. So we will be trying to
money
blow up
I'm telling
expenses.
You, sir, the money that
and to collect all the money from
tell you, sir. And the money is their own.
It's their own. As I'm going to tell you, say, just bring just paying 5,000 first. But what I did, I think I paid 20,000 for the girl. I think I paid 20,000 for the other one. I started laughing. My wife, my boss in the office say, Pastor, now why these your children? They are very wonderful. I said, that is how I do them. Even if I have much money, I won't give to them because but I will ensure that they don't suffer. Are you getting it?
Yes,
so that extravagant life can put those children in problem.
Yes,
okay, for instance, now your child that is in secondary school now, you'll be giving him 5,000 naira every day.
So much.
That is to say, you want to kill that child because evil friends will come because they will know that this particular child is usually having money. So they want to align. And when they are coming to align, not to teach, not to learn, but to influence negatively. The real friend, the truth is that your real friend will always come. Your real friend is the one that will come when you are nothing.
When you are not,
that is your real friend. But by the time you become a minister, a governor, all those other friends that you are making, they are not your real friend. Your real friends are the ones that you have when you
when you are in the days of your little beginning.
Good. Those are the real friends that we are talking about. It's not because when you've already climbed on top of the ladder, then you want to make friends within that range. Not that you will not make friends, but the ones that you can call that these are your real friends. Those are the ones that you made that you've not
when you did not have anything.
That is just it.
You are filled with so much wisdom. God bless you, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. I've answered that one. Then another one I want to ask now is, you will say help us advise parents, but before then, your spiritual life. I want us to talk a little about it. What influence has God? You have even said part of it. Has God played? Or how do you see Christianity, somebody serving God, like a way of advising people based on your experience? people's building relationship with God.
Okay.
Based on your experience with God or this journey.
Like in that is in the spiritual life. One thing I know is that God can never be a failure.
Can never be a failure.
Just prepare your heart as a Christian and serve God. Don't put your eyes on any man. Don't believe that somebody can help you. And because the reason why a lot of people are being offended as a result of what? They have that mentality of they should help me, they should help me, they should help me. And when you have that mentality, you become offended,
angry and
bitter. And you can't serve God with bitterness. You can't serve God with bitterness. People are expecting too much from people. It becomes a problem. Let me give you this statement that will shock you.
Yes, sir.
When I was preparing for my marriage, somebody came to meet me and told me that, what does it take? What will it take for you to marry since you want to marry? I said, okay. I said it will take nothing less than 600,000 naira. He said, okay, don't worry. I will provide the money for you.
Okay.
I appreciated him, but I never remembered believing that somebody promised me that money. But rather, I still went ahead to be doing all my planning and everything. All the expenditure and everything, I wrote everything on the book and I was implementing it without even believing that somebody will come and give me that money. So I think a day to the marriage, I'll be after the marriage, the person walked out to me and gave me 25,000.
And I celebrated the person. Hallelujah, Jesus Christ.
And I celebrated the person.
You still thank him.
I celebrated the person. So what am I trying to say is this. People they so much over belief on people that people can really help them. But the truth is this, believe in God, that it is God. If God does not help you, no man can help you. Are you getting? So when you are serving God in that mentality, it will enhance your spiritual life.
You will not be bitter, you will not be angry.
Because if you look at it now, let's assume say you have brothers that are working in bank, working in oil company. Some of them, they are in abroad. By privilege, I have similar ones. Some are even with me. Stay with me. Outside the country, here and there. Different things like that. But do you know that I'm always very happy for their life? You know why I'm happy?
Yes.
Because if those people do not have those privilege to be self-established, they would have been a burden for me. That is to say, I will be running my own children's case and I will be running their own case. Since God has made it better for them, won't I celebrate them? So that then instead of I'll be angry about their success, saying that they've made it, they should be able to look as if I do not have much. This. They are not good people. They are not this. Those are what people are doing, which is very bad. So in the body of Christ, any of your brother, any of your friend that has made it, celebrate them.
And don't look up that onto them.
And don't overdo expect much from them. That is it. So be contented, serve, and when you have those mentality, it will enhance you in your Christian life and it will enhance your spiritual life. So that is just what I observe. I'm taking it as a personal experience. Before I gain job, you see people getting job, even people that applied the same CD. We brought our credentials, everything together. They will employ them. They will leave me. But I still celebrate them. But if you look at it now, you discover that, say, God's time is the best. But if I look where God has placed me, I still discover that I still live far better. That is to say, if I had gotten those jobs as at when those people were getting, I would have limited myself. So I will always advise people as a Christian, don't envy any person. Enviness will crash your spiritual life. But celebrate people, celebrate their success, and be part of their success, and don't ever envy. Envy brings about limitation, and enviness will restrict you, and enviness will blur your vision. So that is just the little advice I really have for every believer.
Thank you. Yeah, in fact, this interview is so rich. Thank you, sir. More grace, sir. Daddy, more grace, sir, in Jesus' name. Okay, before I release you, what of let me say parents. Parents, you advise them, then you grow up as a child to youth to daddy now. So two advice. Number one for parents, then number one for younger ones, the younger generation.
Okay, that is for parents.
Yes, you advise parents about generally.
Yes.
Then you now advise younger generation also.
My advice to parents is this. Parents should ensure that they know the friends their children are keeping.
Okay, sir.
It's very, very necessary. Bring them close and know much about them if they can. Then, not only that, your ears should be opened to hear from outsiders concerning your children. Because if they present any issue of your children to you, don't be hostile to them.
Okay, sir.
Whether they are saying the truth or they are lying against your child, welcome them, thank them, and let them go. Then you know how to do your homework. Don't ever stand and be supporting your child or supporting your children. Children as at that age, they don't need people that will be supporting them. They don't need support. When I say support is that pampering them. When they make any presentation to them that they are moving with this, they are moving with that, oh, they are smoking, they are doing this, attack them immediately.
I mean the children.
Attack the children immediately. Are you getting?
Yes, sir.
Like for instance, my children, I've never gone to warn any of their teachers for flogging them. I've never. But if I discover that my child received flog on her back, on his leg, everything, what did you do?
What did you do?
Then I will even add my own to it. Then if I will always counsel, you must not break their hands, you must not blind their eyes.
Correct them in love.
And if I must correct any of the teachers that misbehave, if I notice it, my child must not be there, and my child must not be aware. But by the time I'm warning the teacher in the presence of my child, that is to say, I've turned the whole things around.
Yes, sir.
And if I'm dealing with my children, my wife cannot say daddy is enough. He will not even say daddy is enough. If he say daddy is enough, you've abbreviated that thing.
Yes, sir. It's true.
And if my wife is dealing with the children, I cannot say it's enough.
Yes,
but rather, if I want to tell her it's enough, I will give her a sign. Then, in fact, if the child run from the parents, from the mother, and come to meet me, I'm holding my cane to drive her back or to drive him back. There was a particular day my eldest daughter,
yes, sir,
she offended the mom. As at that period, she bought a gift and presented it to me. The mother was not there. I say, you went to buy a gift and give me? Say yes. What is your relationship with your mother? You offended your mother.
Oh.
You've not begged for forgiveness. You are bringing gift. How on earth do you believe that I will collect gift from you when I know you've not gotten your way right with your mother? I said, this gift is not for me. I drove her back immediately. She went to the mother and knelt down and began to cry. for the mother to forgive her.
So much wisdom.
So after the mother has forgiven her, pray with her, that was when she now brought the gift before me. That was when I accepted it. So if the father is disciplining the child or the mother, they should stay aloof.
The two of them should, the children should not see any crack.
No, they should not see any crack. No. And because one thing I always let them know, it is your husband first before your children. It is your wife first before your children. They should know. That is the standard. And that is the standard. So parents in that same vein, they should ensure that they don't pamper those children. There was a particular case here in this church. The mother came to meet me and told me that the child the boy is masturbating. He's doing all kind of evil. They called the child before me. I talked to the child. Do you know that since that time on, the child is doing well in school?
Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus.
The woman met me today too. As I asked my boy, he said, excellent.
No problem.
He said, excellent. Do you know that the boy doesn't play with his book? The masturbation has gone naturally.
Thank you,
but some women will want to hide it. But she open up.
That is what you're trying to say.
Don't hide your child. Don't hide it negatively. If they are making presentation, accept and thank that person. There was a particular pastor told me that he met a particular family and told them that this your girl pikin is like they follow boy now. Say, do you know that only that presentation till today the parents they don't greet that pastor again?
Oh God.
Till today. So when the mother of the girl now sees the pastor will frown and pass, the pastor becomes an enemy. Are you getting?
And he meant well,
He meant well. Okay, let's even assume that the pastor was lying. No, let us just assume. But you will still do what you supposed to do
as a mother.
And appreciate
the pastor
for the love that he has brought
even
to open your eyes to see certain things.
You're correct.
So that is it. Then relating to the youth, the youth, I think I was once a youth.
Yes, so
if I begin to give you my background, you know, I was not raised from a Christian family.
Yes, sir.
So should I use the word privilege? I don't know. I stayed with all kinds of evil people.
All manner.
When I say all manner of people, that we were a group, that those group of people, they smoke cigar, they smoke igbo, womanize, and do all kinds of things. Alcohol and others. But myself and my younger brothers will always be there with them to cook and to eat together. Even there was a time that even in our place in Saple here, the center of gambling was in my father's house in Saple here. We have table tennis, though the table tennis was owned by me. All kinds of people comes to play here and there, but I still ensure that I remain very focused. As per, you see people taking their goods, their property to take money from us, doing things like that.
Because of gambling.
Because of gambling. Hey. But do you know that myself, standing in the midst of all those people, I own the table tennis, but I have to collect shots. They call it a form of interest.
Okay.
I used to collect, but I don't know. I have never played gamble in my life.
Hey.
I have never used any of my property to collect money.
Hey.
I have never smoked. I have never drank any form of alcohol. This time I'm telling you, not that I was going to church. That thing has really been guiding me. To the extent people will be saying that, are you a pastor? Which church will they go? So that is why when I became a pastor, you cannot really know the difference between me as an unbeliever and as a pastor. Because when I was an unbeliever, I don't do all those things. So when I became a pastor, I did not struggle myself in doing any of all those evil things because I have never been part and parcel of it, even if it has been taking place within my environment and my neighborhood. So children, they should be guided. So one thing I begin to experience, one thing I begin to talk is that it's not the group of people that you move with that define your character.
So what defines character?
The what really defines, there is one, that's what you've already proposed to
in
be,
your heart,
that you want to be, that you want to be. If you say that I can't be a prostitute, even though if you stay in the midst of prostitutes, you can never be. Then if you say I can never be an armed robber, if you live in the midst of armed robbers, you can never still be. If you say I can never smoke cigarette, even though they are smoking it and pour it on your face, you can never be. That is where I found myself. When I found to armed robbers, we stay together. But I've never found myself doing otherwise. If I'm just happy that if some of my siblings happens to get this clip that I was saying, it's not issue that I'm talking. If all of them were here, I will still be saying what I am saying. Because they know.
They know.
They know. And they can attest to it. So children, they should be very careful. Like we in the foundation class, like the youth, I usually beg them, please, you might be stubborn. Fine. Stubbornness might still be a good quality anyway, but don't involve yourself in armed robbery and don't involve yourself in drugs. If you can conquer those two things, there is no way that you cannot still make it.
That's armed robbery and
drugs.
And for women, maybe prostitution and
those
following men.
Those, I think that I think all those ones is a little bit secondary in a way. But what destroys the youth most? What destroys the youth most is being armed robbery and drugs, especially those drugs. It's an issue. And any boy that finds himself taking drugs, it takes the grace of God for such kind of people to be delivered. So if our youth will be conscious of themselves for not involving themselves in drugs, I know most of them will be great. That is just the issue of the issue. Then as a youth, we should learn to have regard, respect, honor for our elders.
Not only our parents.
Not only our, I'm saying elders now. When you say elders, when you know somebody is older than you, there is a way and manner you present your case. There is a way you respond. I think that will still go a long way to still help them too. When they are conscious with all those things, moralities, like all those things, there is no way that they cannot still make it too. They will still make it.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, mommy.
Daddy, I don't even have to thank you.
Thank you, mom.
This interview is so deep, it's so rich, and even me personally, I've learned a lot.
Thank you, mom. Thank you, mom.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, mom.
More grace, more help, and God will reward your time, your energy that you spend with us today. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
So viewers, I know that by the time you watch this video, you will be happy just like I am. Daddy has already, in fact, he really touched many areas, and the time spent is not wasted at all. And I thank him. I pray that God will continue to bless him and his family in Jesus' name. So viewers, thank you so much. See you next time. God bless you.